fine until about, when was that, Kalani? When was that, Kalani? She and Queen started giving them threes with their hands down. There was just a stretch there. They scored too many points. But I thought our defense, again, when we play teams that spread the floor like that, it's very obvious to be concerned with Kalani having to go outside, Cox go outside. But I think Dee Richards sets the tone for us because she's going to be assigned to the opposing team's best players. And I thought Dee, she just wouldn't let that girl get a good look until one possession where she helped on the drive, ball side, and she kicked it out. And then the girl kind of got some more buckets after that. But for the most part, I thought we had a good shoot-around today. I thought we were focused, and I see baby steps where this team is really kind of just focusing and understand, and everybody's kind of grasping some things.
How'd you feel about the speed of your game? I heard you yelling, go, push it up the floor.
Well, we want to run every chance we can. We have athletes, and when you get a rebound, even, I'll let a post player take it and go if you see the opportunity. I love pushing the ball up the floor. Nobody wants to play if you walk it up the floor all night. And so we had a lot of transition baskets. When our posts get it, if you'll just watch, they'll just turn. Cox throws an outlet pass like old Bill Walton used to do. Y'all know who he is? Just making sure y'all not aging y'all. Okay, all right.
I know that 21 turnovers isn't.
Oh, you have to be negative.
But in this game, I'm sure this is one where you can kind of get away with one of those, right?
Probably because I'm in front of y'all, but they won't get away with it. I talked to Juicy and Chloe. We had 11 at the half, guys, and they had 8. Now, I'm going to be fair to those guys. They've been doing good, and they're playing a new position. But some of their turnovers, the defense did not create. And I think with Juicy especially, hers were being passive. She was looking to pass first. When she goes past that foul line, she needs to look to score. And with Chloe, I think she got stripped a time there, and she got a couple kids kind of, I don't even know if it was a trap. It just got tangled up there. But I'm not going to get on those kids too hard because they're learning a new position. But I bring it to their attention. I will tell you my biggest concern after 2 games is free throws. You cannot get to the line this many times in the last 2 games and shoot less than 50%. I mean, that ought to be embarrassing to each of them. If you're going to be a team that's ranked this high and expectations are what they are, step up to the line and make your free throws.
That's not necessarily an easy fix, though, right?
Well, it's not anything that I'm going to go correct a shot by any means. I think some of it is mental. I think you miss one and you start doubting yourself. So, it's not like we didn't shoot a lot yesterday. Probably was it yesterday or day before, close to an hour. So we'll keep shooting them, and got to get better from the foul line.
Kalani, when the trademark is size around the basket, what's it like defensively when you know they're not even going to come in there? How do you sort of keep focused defensively?
I don't know, just trying to remember what we worked on in practice and enforcing that in the game, just carrying that over. I know defending on the perimeter has been a little difficult for me, moving my feet and stuff, but I've gotten better. So I just wanted to debut that today. I may have gave up a few, 1 or 2 threes, but
yeah.
I mean,
she is better on the perimeter. I mean, she's better, but we're going to keep pushing her to get even a lot more better. Is that something? That's terrible English. Push her to get much better. Yeah, I have a terrible grammar teacher. At Baylor, we don't go to class. We just recruit them and give them their per diem and play ball. That was Cajun. That was Louisiana.
That was Hammond.
That's right, Slidell.
Coach, what did you think of your defense only 8 fouls tonight?
Very good. And we talked about that at halftime. One game I got 5 sitting by me in the first half, another game 5, another game 3. We had 4 at halftime, and that's a positive. And get your hands off, move your feet, and we're very conscious of that now.
Melissa, I think you fouled out of one of the exhibitions. How much is that adjusting to refs and stuff too, or is that just, what is that to try to not foul, I guess?
It's more of like moving my feet and stop like going for blocks or reaching and stuff like that. So just working on moving my feet and staying with my defender.
How comfortable are you right now, just running the floor and just kind of in the flow?
I'm very comfortable. Like I feel like I'm adjusting well to this and just keep going up from here.
Kim, other than the free throws, what are things that you think this team still needs to work on?
Defense, and we're getting better. What happens is we see so many types of offenses, and with our size, they're going to bring the bigs out. So it's not going to be your standard defense where it's point guard, 2 wings, 2 posts. So we now have to really be very conscious of perimeter threes. How far do you come out? And then on help side, how much do you really help when people drive? You can't defend people one-on-one anymore. Just go watch those NBA games. I mean, nobody can defend anybody anymore. So you got to have the second and third defender, and then what happens to us is when a big has to help, they kick it out to a 3-point shooter. So we've got to do a better job of maybe anticipating, maybe angles. I thought Chloe Jackson got a lot of steals just because she was at the right angle. And, it wasn't like she just stripped people with the ball in their hands. She was very active and very, very smart defensively.
Kim, why did you want to make this trip that you all are getting ready to make?
I was sitting at an AAU summer league, I guess it's not called AAU, watching recruits play, and Charlie Turner Thorne came up to me and asked me if I would play this game, and she explained to me it was on a reservation at Fort Defiance. Well, I know a little bit about how much they love basketball. I remember Schimmel at Louisville and how much basketball meant to her life, and it'll be sold out. And that's what she told me. She said, Kim, they will come, and especially if you will come, a ranked team, they'll love it. And she said her job, if I would agree to it, would be to try to get it nationally televised, and it is. It's on ESPN2. I've never been to a reservation, so I'm going to be curious, to go and look around. I can't talk about history, but I can tell you I've always had respect for the Indians, whatever, because I think they were the most mistreated people in the history, and it's not talked about enough. I love work ethic. I love people who love family, and we just talked about that. And at that time, I didn't know I was going to dismiss a great player. At that time, I really didn't remember that she had 4 returning players and 4 starters and 8 returning players. I might not have agreed to it, but it'll be good. It's been a long time since we have opened in November the 3rd game of the season with a team on the road that's as good as Arizona State. If you'll remember, Arizona State beat Oregon State in that conference tournament last year, and we got beat by Oregon State. So we face a very difficult challenge.
What would you like the players to get out of it?
I'd like for them to understand you better focus now. You can't turn it on when we get there. You better understand it's going to be a great atmosphere, and it's nationally televised. And let's go play. I want them to – this is going to be a great atmosphere early for women's basketball.
Kalani, do you like that kind of challenge? I mean, like Kim said, y'all haven't had one like that early in the year. Do you like being pushed like that?
I think it's going to be good for us because we need that type of atmosphere to get our freshmen ready for that big stage, So just throwing it at them early, throwing it at us, period. it's a great challenge. So I think it's good for us having a tough non-conference schedule because it'll get us ready for down the road.
I want to say Coach Brock wasn't here tonight. He lost his mother, so she won't be with us Sunday either. And one of our referees, you guys know Brian Interline. He's been around a long time. Halftime, his brother passed away. I think Brian had to make a decision, if I'm repeating this correctly. You know, he was on life support, and I think Brian had to be the one to make that decision. Now, I was told that, and I spoke to Brian about it, but we just get to coach a game, guys. There's things bigger in life than a basketball game, right? But when you play in it, give it everything you got. Act like it's the most important thing in the world, but realize it's really not. But if you see Brian Interline on your way out, that's tough. You know, that's tough. All right, y'all good? Be good.